Hello, everybody. It's Bugsy here, and well, hold on. Trying to grab some stuff. First off, let's turn this down a little bit. So yeah, I'm just chilling. My friend Double is doing some weird shit, and I just decided, you know what? I don't want to be. I didn't want to be involved in the freaking lore right now. So I'm playing Deception instead. I'm pretty sure I have two. I'm pretty sure like before I changed all the files, I had like one through two. Yes. The beauty about having a fucking the beauty of having a a memory card in here, it's bigger than normal. Some people ask me, like Bugsy, why do you like why do you like emulating? That's like actually some people say that like it's pretty obvious why I like emulating. Because at least all these are dumped from my stuff. It's like at least I own them. So even if the disc breaks or rots, I at least have this. And PlayStation's like, no, you don't own nothing. I'm like, bitch, that's some bullshit. I'll just, and now PlayStation's getting a lawsuit, which I'm like, oh, I bet that to the CEO, I'm gonna. I already know what's up. We're gonna have to like do some trappage. I want to see if I can just pause it because I know what's up. Oh, shit's getting kind of crackly. Shit's trying to get crackly on me. Mother Paul. Here what is like the dungeon saver. Oh, I will. Okay, we need. Okay, hold on. Before we do this, I just want to say something to the CEO real fast. I hope it was worth it fucking us all over. I hope you had great plans with this whole digital future as you just look off and you try to see the dollar signs. But here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest. Without us, and I don't care if you digital motherfuckers say anything about this, because let's be real, half of you Sony ponies be dick riding freaking Sony like it's nobody's business. Like some people are like, it's good that we get digital. Some of us want physical shit. I know you idiots don't care, but like that's the thing. If you guys don't literally own your digital stuff, they can take that away. It's in the freaking user end agreement we all signed. That can happen to you idiots too while you're all like, oh Sony, blah blah blah. Like, think about that while you're sitting there dick riding Sony, like, oh my god, yes, Sony. Think about that shit. While you're trying to be all superior because you sided with Sony. Oh yes, your parents must be very proud that you sided with a company that basically takes your rights away as a fucking as a fucking customer of their fucking systems and shit. Like, I don't know why. I get why people defend it, but at the same time, you're just basically telling Sony. You're telling Sony how hard they can legally stick it in. All right, and I think that's fucked up. You should not be. You should not be getting. You should not be giving Sony money so you can get fucked over. All right, that shouldn't be a thing. But no, I just see a lot of these people like, oh, I don't care. Fuck you. This is like, here's how I feel. When you're a gamer, folks, you love any way to game. You're not stuck on one console. You're not stuck on a PC. You like any way you can game, any way, anyhow, any way you can just play something. I don't know why gamers synonymous with being a fanboy nowadays. It's fucking stupid. Back in fuck it, I'm gonna say it. It's gonna make me old. When I was a kid, motherfucker, we played games no matter what it was on. We played it on Sony, we played it on Nintendo, we played it on freaking Sega Dreamcast, we played it on fucking Xbox. We had our pick. I never swore fealty to any fucking company because what mattered to me is if it had a game that I wanted to play, if it had a game I wanted to play, I'd play. Okay? I didn't care about I didn't care about frame rate. I cared about graphics to an extent, but not to the extent that all these other motherfuckers did. I still think about that whole you play freaking Tears of the Kingdom with half of the frame rate, but you didn't play Redfall. I'm like, to those people that said that ignorant shit and had that spread around, like personally, how stupid are you? Like, honest to God question. Was it? Because it's like Big Lebowski. What does that have to do? It's like Big Lebowski when Lebowski says like, Walter, what the fuck does that have to do with Vietnam? Like, what do these two things have to do with each other? It just pretty much proves that you guys literally be grasping at straws when shit goes well for the other side. I never really had loyalty to one console because they're a fucking company. They ain't your friend. If you fucking dick ride for them, they ain't gonna give you any free shit. They ain't gonna give you any kudos. They ain't gonna fucking pay your mortgage and pay your bills. You're just doing that to flex. What exactly? I don't know. Probably the lack of your self-respect and dignity. People like me love the game however we can. People like you guys, and I'm talking about all the fanboys, you will stay on your console and you will love it and you will tell the company adjacent to you, please, sir, I want some more. I want some more. Hey, you know what I'm saying when I say you want some more. It ain't gruel that you're getting in your mouth. It ain't gruel. It's something a little bit more creamy. Ooh, we got a death trap, we got a pendulum. Ooh, okay. I need to okay, let's do something. Let's do the old favorite, shall we? Bear trap. Arrow slit. Pendulum! Oh, Gordon, you dropped like a bag of bricks. The king is waiting. What's taking you so long? Someone's coming. Be careful. What? This time you set it up with circle. All right. Oh, we got. Okay, we got. We need a pendulum. Like, right. Like, we need it right. We need the sweet spot. No. Okay, right here. And if he walks a little closer, we need a little arrow action. And bear trap if he gets a little closer than that. And exit. Man, the pendulum. Shit. Okay. Come on, man. Get in this pendulum. What did the pendulum ever do to you? Come on, man. Get ahead in the game. Fuck. Okay. Just trying to get him in it. Man, fuck. Get in the pendulum, motherfucker. Yes! God damn. Alright. And another one bites the dust. The girl has escaped. She could have gone too far. Yeah, I like my voice acting in the falsetto. I'm an amateur voice actor, everybody. Come quietly. Stop it, you. Don't bother me, kid. Margot, duck. Oh yes, the freaking shock spear of Kelzak. Honestly, I fucking love this game. I even like the other games in the series. People are like, but these games are kind of dumb. I'm like, motherfucker, you're making traps. You are literally causing as much devastation to your enemies as physically possible. It's kind of fun. The replayability is through the roof sometimes. Send your men after them quick. Bring her alive. Ah, yes, the king is going to get it worse. I'm gonna have to save this. Equipment. Oh, can we get... I can't get the Mega Rock. We got the pendulum. Okay. We got most of this. So that's good. You're probably like wondering, Bugsy, why didn't you get a CRT? Why you get a flat screen? Because I just did. And it's fucking awesome. You were kidnapped from your home? What's your name? Rena. You were the one captured. My mother and my brother were captured too. Oh, how tragic in front of my parents. This is the kind of lines I fucking just ham up. You get me in a project, you give me the most hammy lines, I am going to ham it up, and you're gonna love it. I don't really do auditions like I used to. Because some motherfuckers don't tell you what you want. Like, oh, oh, scream. But it's like, and then you scream and you're like, it's like, what do you want? How you want me to scream? You know? Without any direction, it just sucked. I was trying to like audition for this Trigun fan dub. And it's like scream in pain. It's like it didn't really say how I should scream in pain. I had no direction, and this motherfucker was like, "You suck at it," basically. And I was like, "Why? Because you didn't tell me how, motherfucker." It's one of those things where I'm just like, Oh, Hans. You're about to get fucked up. Okay, hold up. Where are they? Where are Wingus and Dingus? Oh, I see. I see. I see. The Mega Rock of Kelzak will be coming for your fucking head. There we go. And then we got the push wall. A push wall. A push wall, I say. A push wall? A push wall. Oh, I'm trying to. I thought I could rotate the. Okay. That's only if he's going that way. But let's see. You know, I want to make sure we got these people. Can I want to cancel the Mega Rock. Actually, can I just like move it? I want to move it. I want to move it in a way that makes sense. Yeah, there it is. And we want to add the bear trap more as a deterrent. Just gets the push while it does its job. Now, for now, we exit out of here. Man, what about the Mega Rock of Kelzak? God dang it. Man, okay, I'm about to go set this up again. Okay. We're about to home alone this bitch, alright? And with chaos in my blood, we will go like this. I can't set the trap up as yeah, it'd be really cool if you could mix and match the traps. No, I don't really like that. We need the bear trap though. Just in case. So they try to make it that way, at least we got something. No, exit. Oh, come on, man. God. Okay, I'm wildly coyoteing myself, and I hate it. Man, I hate this. I'm wildly coyoteing myself here. Okay. We'll do this again. Alright, since they really want to fuck with me here. And let's move the pendulum. Oh. Oh, yeah, this is going to be devious. So, idiot number one will hit into the air. We'll hit the arrow trap, the arrow slit. The Mega Rock of Jericho. Oh my god. Come on now. And it. I can't get the reward. You got an arrow in the ass. How undignified of a woman of your caliber. Yeah! What? Get wildly, coyote, bitch. I hate the hand controls, folks. Come on, come on, come on, walk. Walk to Bugsy. Come on, walk to Bugsy. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Send out the arrow trap. Motherfucker, you come after a defenseless girl and I just shot you in the back. I mean, this is all the times, like, you'd just probably die from a wound like that. Ooh! Trune, are you alright? What? What is this? If you use a trap, you will. What's wrong? Something's wrong with Trune. Oh no! Could this be the same as the Masters? Trune, get a hold of yourself! Two traps. Ah! This can't be happening! Trune! No! Marco, take her to Room Castle Agony. It's too dangerous here. The Castle Agony? It's an old castle we use for our secret base. Marco, can I count on you? Yeah. But what about you, my brother? I have business to tend to. I'll join you later. I think it's pierced by an arrow slit. And also pierced by an arrow slit. I'm so devilish's cleverish. Okay, hold up. Is there any way I can save? Save what? Why is it? Why in these old games it's always like in the option menu? Come on, just say save. And boom. I do love a pretty good, well played plan. But yeah, you're probably wondering, Bugsy. Some people call this game sadistic, but given my track record of playing stuff like Danganronpa, like, are you really surprised? Well, that's taken care of. Let us power it off for a minute. Okay, let me get free here. And let's turn it off for a minute. Let's talk. So you're probably like, well, Bugsy, you haven't done a lot of videos. Because a lot of things keep happening. The internet literally keeps turning off and on. It's like, it's really hard to do a video. Some of the shit I want to do is like connected to the internet. So it's like, videos have been fucking sparse. Because just when I get done with the video, oh, internet down. Because the guys who wired uh me and my family's internet basically rewired it wrong, so that's why the internet goes off at inconvenient times. That's why I hate. But que sera, I say, because that's just kind of my luck as a YouTuber. I always get met with something, either it misfortune that'll make me miss a day, or something happens at someone else's whim. I'm just like, okay, can't do that today because this person wants me to go with them and do this. And I'm like, oh. I think, I'm a fucking workaholic, to be honest. I'm not like a super perfectionist, like everything gotta be perfect, but I gotta like But I gotta put that touch to these videos, man. I gotta put that Bugsy touch. My ex-friend would always say, like, you're scared. And I'm like, no. I want to make sure what I gotta say works and is perfect so I don't say anything or do anything crazy. I gotta think about this shit. I'm a guy who thinks and has backup plans for everything. It's like when when a person says that, like, don't be scared, like, dude, you don't know how I act. It's you know, not saying I was like Batman and I got like buku amounts of prep time. I am a seer of light, so if you're a Homestuck fan, you know what I mean when I say I'm a seer. To my friends, to my friends, they don't know what the fuck Homestuck even is at all. But I love being in here. I try not to be in here for too long because, dude, filming in here is fun and being in here is fun. But I swear to God, I have so many games in this fucking room alone. I will not get any work done. I won't do anything productive. I will literally stay here all fucking day. Dude, one time when I first got this room in MEVR, when I first got this, I stayed in here the whole fucking day. Watch the sun go down. It was great, man. Some people say, like, why is that great? Because it reminds me of the old days. This is close to how my old room used to be back when we had another house. Back when me and my family had another house. Down to the desk. And it did have a hamster cage, but I don't want to talk about that. My hamster's self-deleted. And I don't want to talk about that. That was sad. I woke up one day and Wilbur died on the wheel. The next day I had my second hamster, Margaret, and she died too. We just have bad. I don't know what it is. My family has bad luck with hamsters. I don't know what any of that is about. I think I'm cursed. I think we're cursed. I don't know. I can't do a hamster. I want to do a hedgehog, but I don't want it. I don't want to care for a hedgehog, and then something like fucked up happens that I can't foresee. Get it? Because I'm a seer. People say, like, well, Bugsy, why do you like Homestuck so much? Because before Hussey kind of like went off the reservation for a bit, Homestuck was some good ass shit, man. It had good characters. It had a good story progression. And made things kind of fell to pieces during the end. I didn't really hate the end, really. I had to reread everything. Because quite honestly, I fell out of the comic after when Jane, Roxy, and Dirk were introduced, and I wanted to come back because I wanted to actually see the story through to the end. I read it for an entire summer, and boom, I was all caught up, and then later on the epilogues came, and I was like, oh my god, the epilogues. I don't care what anybody says. Jane was always going to be a fascist. I'm like, no. The fuck you mean Jane was always going to be a fascist? Motherfuckers don't just become fascists overnight. God damn. Like, every time I look at Funk McClellan's video on the Let Jane Be, I'm like, well, I'm like, non-binary dude. Listen to me. Like, honestly, I just I don't agree. I feel like it should have been explained. You know, maybe she want. I know it was all orchestrated by Dirk. I wonder. what is Meat Jake gonna say to Dirk? And barring that one steamy scene we saw with Jasper Rose and Jane, like how are they gonna deal with that? I hated how John in the Candy universe was kind of treated like an idiot. I do kind of get that he wants to act like his own self and pretend like everything was the way it was, kind of like a nostalgia driven motherfucker that only gets dopamine hits when he sees the same thing he liked when he was a teenager, when his nostalgia started kicking in. I get that, but like I don't know, man. Like through the epilogues, like John was actually like thinking that something was wrong, and everybody was like, "Nah, you're crazy. Nah, it's fine. Nah, it's this and that." I do kind of understand why he watched his house burn because it's a lot of things going on at once. But I feel like John had a point in in the Candy timeline where it's like maybe we shouldn't have been gods. Maybe them going through Spurb is a good idea. You know, and Jade fucking like hits John. And I didn't really talk about it, but I feel like Jade. I don't like Candy Jade, man. I don't like how she is. She out here letting totally just said, you know what? I mean, I know she did it because she wanted a child, but some part of me just thinks that Jade did this. Like, part of me thinks it was for the kid thing, but other part, she does got a little dog in her. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe she thought getting with Rose was exciting. The thing is, they should have talked about that with Kanaya, and so shit wouldn't have got crazy. And in my fan stuff, I got well, I have Prime, my character with Kanaya because I'm gonna redo it as her being bi, mostly because I just think you'd be tired of like fucking just everything and like Prime. The way I wrote it was like she didn't really like fall with Prime like everybody else. She just kind of like started to notice the kind of person he was, and just I don't know, she kind of developed feelings that way. It's just like very slow burn. I'm scared of talking about this because I feel like my fellow Homestuck folk are going to crucify me. You get me? But yeah, in my interpretation of my thing, she just leaves the candy. She leaves the candy universe. She does let Jane and Rose figure shit out on their own. It ain't my problem anymore. And you're probably like, well, Bugsy, she leaves all the other trolls, but I think the way I've seen it is that she the way I interpret it is that she sees another war, someone that's like the Condes, and everybody's just fighting, and she's just like enough, and everything in Candy, even my interpretation of everything, kind of happens in the same exact way. Just without Kanaya, because Kanaya's just so done with it. She does still care about Brissy. I mean, she does care about Brissy, but like Prime does point out how fucked up that is, and she's essentially like basically she's essentially like have like has a clone daughter of his daughter. Prime been around a lot, but and how weird it is because she's like she used to like Friska, so there's a lot of weird shit there. Can I can we just have a talk about fucking just Jane, Candy Jane's miraculous, brilliant idea to name her son after the fucking troll that Gamzee used to pine for. Like, dude. Can I talk about how ass backwards that is? Like, just no one said eh. And then if you read the fucking epilogues, it was just so fucking uncomfortable. Like that, like no, this wasn't sexy. This was just weird. And just poor Jake. Poor Jake was in the middle of that. I still feel like what Jake was doing was stupid, but the right kind of stupid because he finally just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna help everybody. I'm gonna live up to my fucking aspect and do what I'm gonna live up to my fucking aspect and do what I do." And I like that. I do. I mean, if I have to really say I kind of figured that can't that Candy was being written by someone else in the universe, and it being Calliope makes so much goddamn sense. And then having Cardcat just to have notes still made a lot of goddamn sense. I don't know. The new writing team is like, hey, we can't erase everything that happened, but we can make it a little bit better. I feel, I I feel bad about the original writing team. I may not liked everything that they did, but I didn't really hate on them because of because of their orientation and shit. Because of their orientation of what they identify as. I think the people who did do that shit is so stupid because at the end of the day, motherfucker, what does it matter what people identify themselves as? Like at the end of the day, do what feels right to you. Do like like the work should speak more for itself, even though one person was really out here glorifying Friska. And I'm a Friska fan, but I know Friska did wrong. Like, I know we say Friska did nothing wrong as like a joke, but this one person was really out here saying Friska didn't do nothing wrong, unironically. And I was like, the fuck you mean she didn't do nothing wrong? Blinding Terezi, crippling Tavros, and a bunch of other things. But yeah, why she's like Prime's daughter. It was kind of a thing I wanted to do. Like I said to myself, okay, if Prime had Friska as a daughter, how would this make sense with his character? And a lot of things just kind of lined up. Some people just don't understand it, and some people get weirded out by it. But I wrote it as a way of just kind of like explaining a lot of things about Prime's past and the fact that him and Mindfang got down. He is kind of like one of the Silence's other people in his group, and he's the one that had to leave while the Silence was getting executed. A lot of things kind of happened. You know what I'm saying? If there's one thing I really enjoy is I still like regardless that Hussey may not be favorable sometimes, and the stuff he fucking put Sarah Z through was fucking insane. Like motherfucker was out here dropping like emails and shit and saying, I didn't see the whole video, but we're still trying to like drop legal shit on you. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you? When did you get so touchy? Like no one understood. Like there was a little bit of drama that happened before that led into this, and it's like, bro, when did you like Andrew Hussey, sir? When did you get so touchy, motherfucker? Motherfucker, you used to be kind of cool. What the fuck happened to that? You got so fucking touchy. Out here just trying to say you gonna sue somebody. I think that's why a lot of people like really try to make their own post canon stuff, including me, because we got tired of like we got kind of tired, and like I would say the whole Series Z thing kind of lit a fire in my ass, and then that's why I wrote what I wrote. I kind of toned it way down originally. If you watch my deep dive, you know, it kind of explains the other chapters, but you know, it was gonna be a lot more. It was gonna be a lot more self referential and like really just kind of heavy handed. I just said no. I'm like, no, let me have fun with this. I'm not making this as a get back. I'm not making this to show I'm better than Hussey. I'm doing it because I want to do it. Because I want to flesh out Prime storyline. Because I want to really, 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 really rate something about Homestuck that I love. That's why I did. And that's why I love it so fucking much. I did watch this one dude that was talking about Eridan. I'm like, and this dude was like really talking about like just how Eridan is good and cool and all that. Like man, I did not want to hear this man deep throat talk about deep throat Eridan's bone bolt. I mean, he didn't say it, but it just felt like it did because this man gave so much praise to Eridan. It was fucking crazy. Like it kind of felt like that one time I was looking at videos, and there was just this one dude had his whole channel dedicated to Scar and just talking about how Scar was the best thing for the Pride Land, how he made more sense than Simba, how Simba was a brat. I just sat there and going like, I sat there looking at that dude and I was like, dude, did we watch the same fucking movie? Like, did you not see the Pride Land die? Did you not see Scar being so stubborn that he just didn't want them to? He didn't want them to go any further to get more food. He didn't even have a plan. He just kind of wanted to sit in his little like he wanted to sit in his throne, and then like Simba beat his ass, and still was like, I'm your family. Like he literally killed Mufasa, and he literally was just being the most underhanded motherfucker in the world. And I just didn't understand why this dude was out here like literally just like glazing Scar so much. I did not understand that. Like, dude, I get that you like him, but subjectively, he was just like he was a bad roller, straight up. Like, if you want to do some stuff with Scar, I mean, you know, go right ahead. What you do in your room on a Saturday night ain't my business. All right, what you do on a Saturday night ain't my business. Do whatever you like. But like, you can't like that dude cannot sit here and say like Scar was like the just definitively the best fucking ruler for the Pride Lands. Yes, Simba had his flaws because of his trauma. Like I think this dude actually did glorify you know like Simba getting traumatized, and I'm like, okay, now you're just being really fucking stupid. Like I think that dude was really glorifying like Simba's trauma. It's like this man was really out here just glazing Scar. Like, dude, most of his videos were just a glaze fest of like, oh, Scar was the right one. He had the right option. I was just sitting there, just the fuck is wrong with this man? Like, he's the kind of dude that just like work for an evil villain if it meant like he gets some praise or some fun out of it. Like, ooh. And I ain't talking about the regular kind of fun where he gets a little bit of power. No, 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 no. That dude sounded like he wanted to show Scar the real love. The real love between a man and a lion. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like sitting there, just like, and then I just unsubscribed because I was like, oh, he's saying something interesting, and then I kept watching, and I was like, oh, you're one of those guys. And right up there with the Griffith did nothing wrong, and everybody's like, I'm glad people say that, and like ironically, because Griffith did horrible dark shit, and even in the current span of where Berserk is right now, he took Casca again. I read the new stuff and I was like, he took Casca again. I'm like, motherfucker, she got her fucking mind back after Griffith mind broke her. He's like, I merged with your son, so am I your son? I'm like, if it was me, I would want to kill Griffith. I'd been like, yeah, no, you're not. No, 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 you're not. Like Griffith would have been dead. The fact that like he was like, oh, it was a miracle. Like it's just the shit that Griffith was banking on. Like, like some of the people Griffith was signing with at the time that didn't know all the fuck shit he did. I was reading that and just going, oh my god. Like y'all don't know what this man is capable of. Jesus. And I found it kind of sad that Guts and Casca couldn't like be together because all Guts sees what happened to her, and same thing with Casca. And I was like, oh man. I mean, not like I'm expecting a happy ending with Berserk, but shit, man, that was a lot of stuff. Mm. But yeah, I just wanted to do this little talk part of my video because sunny days and all. I wanted to do something fun, you know. Do a kind of more self-censored, you're hanging with me in my room, looking at my stuff. I really wish they would just like really up the limit a little bit for all the stuff you can put in here. But I guess with all the stuff you could put in here, it kind of makes everything slow. But I still would want some way to like do it. But they do kind of do it. So like, okay, let me show you something. If you get something else by UGC right here, let me just show you something. Let me show you some good shit. Okay, let me show you some UGC objects. See, all of my stuff right now in the newer build of MUVR, right? Um, they're all question box. But if you literally hit it, it just open. That's a way to kind of slow down like processing power, which I think is kind of cool. But I still got my Sonic statue, and no, I will never get I will never get a Lord X statue. It probably exists though. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it for Halloween. I'll do it for Halloween. Like people like, oh my god, classic Sonic isn't cool. Well, I do kind of understand other people saying like he's like baby Sonic. He was baby Sonic for a bit, and then when he finally came back in like Superstars, it's like, no, Superstars is mid. I'm like, Superstars is actually fun, dudes. What the fuck? A little chaotic, a little weird, but they were trying something new. They were trying to do like simultaneous co-op, and it's something they didn't do before. So let me save the room. Let me save the room. I'm tired of putting the Sonic thing back. I'm tired of doing that, so I'm about to go save this. There we go. We got my knights, my Sonic. I really like the purple. I like blue and green, but I don't know. I really dig purple, man. I don't know. I don't know why I really like purple. I mean, it's feels like it's full of motherfucking miracles, bro. What I need to do is slam a cold drink, a little bit of Fago, you know what I'm saying? Heck! Yeah, Gamzee for a minute. I want to do more stuff with Gamzee dudes because I do have his like little model that I can put in like 310. Like if anybody wants a Gamzee Q&A from anybody wants a Gamzee Q&A, like, but he's kind of like my Gamzee from my little fan universe. I would love it if you guys would want to ask some questions. That'd be kind of fun for me to do. I haven't done Gamzee in a bit. So my Gamzee voice may not be motherfucking great, but I still want to fucking do it. Because I want to do it for you, bros. And yeah, I'm gonna just do regular Gamzee, not sober Gamzee. I tried to do sober Gamzee one time. I kind of lost, like, I couldn't talk for like a day, because I was working out my vocal cords too much. So, the regular old Gamzee, who is sober, but he's not like crazy. But yeah, I wanted to say that. Anything else before I get out of here? My friend's doing some dumb stuff with his lore with my little avatar character, which I think is kind of dumb. Because my other friend was like, "Let me do this one plot with Bugsy," and then I'm like, ugh. I'm just kind of ignoring it because at the end of the day, it's just like, ugh. But anyways, Hat, I want to tell you this. Enjoy the rest of your night, or day, or morning, or afternoon, or evening. And remember, folks, having a place like this is enjoyable. And also, if you ever want to download something like this, I hear that there's you gotta look it up. The Discord, from what I remember, because I'm in it, it's still locked down, basically. So I think there's a pack if you go and look around. I don't know if it has the recenter build that I have, but you know, something to think about. But I shall see you all later. I don't know, man. I'm thinking of like figuring out antenna, the antenna like mod, because I have a lot of places that actually do the whole TV thing. So I kind of want to do that. So yeah, but we'll talk about that, and we'll talk about that later. If I could get that thing working. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Let chaos greets.